Content for...
Don't F, dog. Don't F, dog.
I didn't. I held it in,
You
but it
were
was
so
really close.
What were you doing?
Content warning. The following video contains material that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. And additionally, folks, you're socially signing a contract right now that holds us not liable for anything that we say here on this show. If you're somebody who shouldn't watch this show right now, I'm gonna let you know who you are, okay? Don't watch it. It's that simple.
You're not gonna like what you're finding.
Walk away now, okay?
Right, with that being said. Can they hear us right now?
They can,
Come on.
Yeah, I think so.
Happy Easter.
Oh, happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Well, I did a pre-ster. It's funny
know.
that you did a play on the words. What's the Seaster? Oh, because we're ceasing Easter?
Yeah, no more Easter.
Cease and desist for Easter. Welcome to Seaster, folks.
Good morning.
Seaster, I barely know her.
Seaster. Folks, this is the Brew with Brotherwife. We are a band that is also a game show.
Happens to have a podcast.
We're trying to bring a little bit of, would it be fair to say, our life into their world?
Yeah. I want something different than fair to say, but I'm going to say, would it be fair to say our juice, their mouth?
Oh, God.
That's a bad one today.
I think you left it on the pot too much.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Actually, that's actually from Friday.
Are you serious?
I didn't have time to make one this morning.
Okay, I felt that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. No, you could get sick. You could get sick from that.
You stopped saying brew. What happened?
Oh, I switched to our juice.
Wake up, taller.
Wait, okay, so originally it was juice,
and then it was brew.
And then it was
brew, and then you switched back. You were like, I'm going back.
Bro, there was no conscious decision making.
Back to Cali.
I dropped the camera on my knee. I've got trauma.
Yeah, no, that's...
Something bad happened to me. I probably had a K-hole reverse time.
It's a wacky world out there. Folks, you could get taken out by anything. A rogue tire, a pelican. You could actually get fucked by a pelican. And I'm not talking about sexually. But, you slip on a dock, it smells fish. I don't know.
Fish.
You've been near a wharf.
You're a wharfman. You're a longshoreman.
Slippery wharfman.
You're a longshoreman who has a gambling addiction. And,
naturally.
And you don't have the money to buy food because you spend it on gambling.
You did.
So you've got to fish for your food. As a result, you don't have a lot of time. You're busy. You're a longshoreman. I'm going to give you a pot.
Give him a pot. Give him a pot.
But in this pocket right here, folks, that's where you keep your bait fish. That's where you keep your bait fish.
I'm becoming increasingly uncomfortable.
That's where you keep your bait fish, okay? And those bait fish could lure a pelican in to come and F-dog you right in the A-dog. So,
dang.
You could get fucked by a tire, like he said, maybe a pelican.
You've seen that video, right?
The tire?
The lady in the stands just getting banged.
Yeah. It's like...
It's the tire had a vengeance.
She can't be good.
She
can't be good.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I wish there's probably a news story out there about her.
Probably. I remember when I went to Texas, there was a man bullfighting, and he got reamed by the bull. And I was like, oh, yeah, I want to say, yeah, you fucked up with the bull. And then you see a guy get fucked up by a bull.
Like, I did not need to be a part of that.
I was like, damn, he really...
Yeah.
He tried to stand up and then keeled back over, and then they stopped the show early.
Oh, no.
And it's on our Instagram. You can actually go to our Instagram and see it.
I
went live. It felt right.
Work.
I do what we have to. I said we're bringing bullfighting into the fold. I was doing field research, and I'm not lying.
Yeah.
One day we are going to do bullfighting.
We are going to do bullfighting.
And I'm excited for that. We're going to do a run with the bulls type of situation.
There's no, like, it has to keep escalating.
Absolutely.
Like, it is gonna end.
But
we're like 65. We're both gonna just have like 5 bullets in a revolver, and we start off the brew with.
See, I want to escalate it, but I want to escalate it in like a way where it's like there's like 6 geocaches of like $50,000 and a live rat, and you have to figure it out. You have to kill the rat. You have to save the rat and then kill the rat. I don't know. I want it to be sophisticated and crazy.
Okay, wait. So check this out.
But I don't want any rats to die. I'm sorry. I do love...
one rat is going to have to die.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this is for research.
Okay.
It's a scientific experiment.
Here's the deal.
Rats die for experiments.
I love all of God's miserable creatures. I
Sure.
do. I love them
Sure.
all. I love them.
Except for yourself.
Except for myself.
What
Except
do
for
you do?
myself. And a lot of... I love all humans, I guess, but some of them just... Jesus.
Yeah, there's some
But-
rough ones.
but-
I don't love all humans.
So here's...
I
yeah.
think some humans are unnecessary.
Absolutely.
Maybe myself even.
Well, and-
Literally, maybe even myself.
Philosophically, I agree with that sentiment. I think that the foundation of liberalism, which is that, every human life is valuable and should be protected, or every human life has inestimable value, that is just patently false.
Dude, I mean,
That
I
is just
think
patently false.
there's like potential eventually, at a certain point, but then there's a point where it's like the nails have been sorted.
Well, and there's just a
Some
global,
are straight, some are not.
There's a constant global train tracks problem. There's a constant, the train track. The
And that's
philosophical
why our
train
new
tracks problem.
sponsor is Bansforth. What is the big fucking train company? God damn it.
There's the wood.
What's
Are you
the
talking about the
fucking-
toy trains?
No.
Like
train
like
company.
Actual train. Actual
God damn
train.
it. BNSF.
BNSF.
What did I say? Bansforth? I had the
There's a
something was
lot
there,
of
yeah.
there's a lot of good acronyms. in
BNSF Railway. Can you rattle one off?
The ones I'm thinking of. I
Babies
absolutely
never
cannot.
survive first.
Babies never survive first.
Because
and
they're,
that's what they put on the airplane.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, they have the BNSF logo on airways to remind you
Absolutely.
to put the mask on first.
Absolutely, because
Babies
you need
never
to
survive first.
think about the planet. We already got 8 billion, folks.
Baby can't. Well, and baby. Oh, well, the reverse of that.
What?
Babies can't make babies.
And that's
You can make babies.
Yet.
Unless you're a baby. If you're a baby, then you can't make
Right.
babies.
Absolutely.
So if you're a baby, stop watching.
Yeah, if you're a baby, I would advise that you should have probably heeded that content warning at the beginning.
Probably.
Folks, one of the things that we do here on The Brew is we read you the news stories that you want to hear. And we've got some good ones for you cooked up today.
Welcome to the Brew, folks. We got quite a few people in here today. Go ahead and pop a comment down in the chat if you got something we want to drift over. But we're gonna jump into this
Folks,
dank story right now.
one of
Jeff,
the
take it away.
things that we do is we try to keep you informed about any marine mammal deaths. Can we hit that news story? You didn't hit did you hit it?
I hit it.
Fuck. I'm sorry.
Hey,
All right.
it's okay. It's
Wow.
okay.
Hey,
It's okay.
Do you want to
That's why I missed my name. Need to hear though.
That's-
because
yeah.
when it's this big, big,
You're fighting a battle. You're
I
fighting a
am.
battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
fighting a
you're
battle.
basically this guy.
I am.
You're basically this guy. Folks, 2 more belugas dead in Marineland, marking 17 whale deaths since 2019. So that's 5 years, folks.
So that's an average of 3.
That's 3.25?
3.66.
3.66?
3.66 whales a year.
This is a problem. We already brought you the sharks that have been mutilated on many coastlines for no reason. Folks, we're going to dive into the belugas just so that you have the facts here first.
Do they have old whales or something?
I don't know. I don't know what Marineland is. It sounds like...
Marineland is like a big...
Is it a
It's
SeaWorld?
a big, yeah, it's like
Wait,
a SeaWorld.
I've never once heard Marineland.
Why would they call it Marineland?
That's-
That's like
that's not
actually
even- doesn't
a
even make
hokey
sense,
Chinese
yeah.
ripoff of
Marineland.
Marina. They just literally looked up SeaWorld.
Okay. Marineland
And its
says
synonyms.
belugas died from torsion or twisting of the stomach after, quote, valiant medical efforts. Let's get into it. 2 more belugas have died at Marineland, bringing the total number of whale deaths since 2019 to 17. Ontario's animal welfare services have been investigating the Niagara Falls tourist attraction since 2020. The ministry has been made aware that 2 beluga whales at
Wait.
Marineland have passed away
Wait,
this
is this
March.
only one location?
Said
This isn't
Brent
like a
Ross.
franchise? This is one location? 17 whales, one location?
This
How
is-
do you fit 17 whales in one location?
I don't know. I think that's part of the problem.
That's probably part of the problem.
Brett Ross, a spokesman for the Ministry of the Solicitor General,
Christ.
the government body responsible for animal welfare. This is the guy talking about the investigation here. The province did not say how the whales died. In a statement, Marineland said, quote, independent necropsies confirm the 2 belugas both died from torsion after valiant medical efforts to assist them. Necropsies?
Yeah,
Is that like an autopsy
The thing with
variant?
Yeah, necropsy. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Interesting.
I guess
You learn
what is
something
the
every
difference
day.
between an autopsy
You
and a
learn something every
necropsy?
day.
I'll get to the bottom of it.
All of the whales are under constant weekly supervision and oversight by the government regulator and cared for daily by in-house vets and numerous external consultants. The Marineland statement said, quote, "The reality is that all animals eventually die from one cause or another, whether in the wild or captivity," end quote. What do we got here?
Unless you're Joe Biden.
Okay.
Necropsy is just for animals. Autopsy is for humans. So it's the same damn thing.
Why would they...
Yeah.
Why are we complicating things?
I don't know.
This sounds like you're going to fuck it. Necropsy? I don't know.
Yeah. Or bring it back from the dead.
Yeah, something foul is happening there.
Yeah,
Necropsy?
yeah.
Like, that's not
Auto means self.
That's an uncomfortable word, necropsy.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Auto? Okay.
Auto means self, necro means dead. Psi is PSY, psi, but I don't think it actually is. Autopsy, self-inspection. It must be inspection. Necropsy is death inspection, I think. So self-inspection, the human species inspecting itself, right?
Okay.
A form of metacognition, except it's dead bodies.
Wow, we're so deep.
We're
a real deep society.
So deep.
16 beluga whales and 1 killer whale have died at the park since 2019. The Canadian press has learned through Freedom of Information requests and other sources. 1 bottlenose dolphin, 1 harbor seal, 1 gray seal, and 2 California sea lions have also died during that time.
See, it's tough because, like, you know, if you're like, if you just take, like, 240 people have died in Kitsap County in the last 3 months.
Right. Sure.
Like, you know, if you take a stat and you throw it out, it's like we need to know average death rates.
Right.
We need to know these things. But I do have a sinking feeling that 17 is above.
I think
norm.
I think you're right that this is a hit piece and that they did nothing wrong. Like, I think that's an appropriate take for you to.
Another thing I wanted to dive into really quick is just that, you know, they say valiant efforts, and I wanted to flip them shit for saying that, but then I really thought about it.
There probably are valiant efforts out there.
Anytime you're operating on a goddamn well where, like, the heart is further into its body than your fucking arm is long, it is going to be a valiant...
I'm sure they weren't having a great time.
You're using, like, a fucking 2-ton car jack to, like, spread its fucking breast cage and physically crawl inside of this motherfucker to untwist its stomach.
It's got a lung larger than you.
Like, regardless of how much of an asshole you are or how good you are, it was a valiant effort.
No, it's a lot.
If you did anything inside of that whale.
Absolutely. That's a very fair point. I mean, because, I don't know, I just feel like doing surgery on, like, a normal land mammal, you're in a territory that is...
You're still a human in a human body outside of an animal body in a room.
Sure.
When you're operating on a whale,
you're
in a fucking whale.
Yeah.
The operation room, the surgery room, the terminal room, it is a whale's body. You're like, how do we sanitize this?
That's a great point. 3 other belugas from the Marineland have died at Mystic Aquarium in Connecticut. The most recent death there occurred in December. Marineland sold 5 belugas to the U.S. facility, and they were moved in May 2021. How much can you buy a beluga for?
That's a really good question, Jeff. I'm gonna try to figure it out.
I wonder what, like, the escrow period on a beluga is. Like, are the wellness checks? You know, I wonder how
Sure,
I wonder what the process is.
Well, there's just a point where you're like,
selling
how do you even move these motherfuckers? How do you buy a beluga? Like, the beluga price tag isn't even the hard part. It's like transporting the beluga and having a goddamn place to put the beluga.
Yeah.
That's
right.
That's power.
God,
you know?
If you had... Yeah, a lot of people want, like, a tiger or something, but you really... You need to... What if you have, like, a whale? Yeah.
What if you had a whale?
That really is a power move. Because the whale... A tiger... That's like, you can never really do that. But a whale, SeaWorld does this. So you could figure out how to take care of a whale way better than you could figure out how to take care of a tiger, probably.
Yeah.
So that is actually making me rethink some things.
Yeah.
That'd be nice to hold a whale captive.
It would be a very powerful move. So, price tag on a beluga?
Oh, let me guess. I'm going to say, I don't know how big a beluga is, to be honest here, but I'm going to say $293,000.
Nice swing, and you might be right at some stages in life, but a beluga whale at breeding age can cost upwards of $1 million.
God damn.
It's a lot of meat.
So, do they appreciate or depreciate? Like,
I mean,
where are we
just
at
like
here?
just like your killable baby theory. You know,
Where-
they're not worth as much as young.
We have to expand upon
And
it. That's
then,
not...
and then we don't have to expand upon it at all. This Jeffrey's
don't.
Jeffrey's killable baby theory. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do this to you forever.
It's a recurring bit, and I love it.
At breeding age, they peak in value, and as they age, they decrease in value. And that's kind of just like humans, you know, just like humans.
Wait, but no, I have the opposite theory.
For belugas?
No, for humans.
Oh.
Babies are less valuable than 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's same for beluga.
Okay.
There's a trough, there's a peak, and there's a trough.
Okay.
To use wave terminology for the value of beluga whales.
Okay.
And we do have a really nice comment from Brandon.
Yeah, what do we got here?
Thank you for joining up here, Brandon. Brandon says, "What kind of whale? Fuck belugas." And you know, I can hear you there, Brandon. I can hear you.
I mean, I've never had a beluga do anything bad to me.
Well, Brandon says they're Russian spies.
I may have been called a beluga whale as a youngin. When you grow up as a rotund lad, you encounter various commentary.
Well, Brandon's saying they're raised in Russia and they're Russian spies.
Oh, belugas?
Yeah, you can see their cages from.
I mean,
Google Earth.
honestly, animals they're trainable. They're trainable,
pretty
so
trainable.
you could ones and zeros them into some sort of weird intel that you could
Maybe these
glean
belugas,
from. Absolutely.
they were on their
You could
trail and they
absolutely do that.
suicided. They did
So,
the tooth capsule.
I think this whole thing is like a fucking FBI psyop. Yeah. And they're trying to it's a national security
Necrop
thing.
psyop.
But then
Necrop
CBC
psyop,
can't keep their
psyop.
fucking paws off of this story because it's
too good.
It's a
too
salacious
close to
bit.
home. It's too close to home.
God, it's crazy. Promises 4-year investigation ongoing. There were 37 beluga at the park last summer.
Okay.
17 of which died.
That is too many belugas. How big is I'm getting to the how big is marine land?
Let me see here.
How big is marine land? This has got to be like fucking 3,000 acres or
the
something.
same week those whales were sold, the Animal Welfare Services declared all marine mammals at Marineland in distress due to poor water quality. In court documents, Marineland denied its animals were in distress and denied water played a role in any whale's death.
Okay, so take a hazard a guess at how big this place is.
Marineland?
Yeah.
Just in like
In
what?
acres. Go ahead and guess in acres.
Okay, in
Go ahead and
acres.
guess in acres.
As a facility?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay. It's 3 acres.
Okay, that's distressing. I was gonna guess like several hundred acres. It's 30 acres.
30 acres? Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know.
30
I mean,
acres. So
I don't know.
the
I still don't know how big belugas are.
So, I mean, belugas, how big are belugas?
I mean, 3 acres. Yeah, 3 acres is not that big, I guess.
So
How big is wild waves? I'm not thinking in acres like a lot.
wild waves is probably like my whole property is 25 acres.
Right.
Wild waves is probably like I gotta say 2 or 3.
70. So wild waves is 70.
So it's
expansive acres. Damn,
2.3 times bigger than a place that houses 37 beluga
Wait.
whales.
So it's wow. This place is half the size of.
Less than half the size of wild waves. Just a cut and hair bigger than my
Folks,
property.
look up your local theme park.
And then
So that you can have the context for.
airdrop. Imagine you airdrop 37 beluga whales inside of that park, and still have a bunch of roller coasters and shit.
Wait, they do?
Yeah!
Wait, they do? No, they don't!
Their
No, they
description,
don't!
Their description opened as the world's largest non-stop roller coasters by area.
What the fuck?
Their main thing is roller coasters. They were like, fuck it.
belugas were
Let's
an
toss it. They were an afterthought.
No!
The belugas were an
Oh my
afterthought.
god, what are they
And
doing
here's
out
the
there?
thing about an afterthought like that.
What are they
That's
doing?
fine, but get 2 or 3.
Yes!
You don't need 37 afterthought
Was it like,
belugas.
listen, I can give you a great deal, but you're gonna have to buy it.
You're gonna have to.
Well,
I'm drowning in belugas, buddy.
well, and look at how happy these guys look on the surface, but they're actually in a fucking hell.
They're actually in hell.
These guys are in a hell.
Afterthought Belugas, AFB.
AFB, it happens to the best of us, folks.
It
You don't
actually
know.
just happens to the worst of us.
yeah.
It just happens to the worst of us. Marineland, 30 acres, 37. They have more than a beluga per acre, not including their giant sprawling roller coaster ride.
Marineland was recently found guilty under the province's animal cruelty laws over its care of 3 young black bears. The park kept 3 bears in cramped quarters with little access to water and no climbing structures. Sentencing is set for August. What are
I wonder how they
doing
would
up there?
I wonder how they would have treated polar bears.
Oh my god. Oh my
Nothing?
god.
Are you gonna your hands off on that
I'm
one?
just hands off.
Your hands off on that one.
We're moving forward.
Is that? Can I not do that? I think that's totally fine, right?
I mean, it's fine. It's like
Is it just like why?
it's just like 50-year-old dad a little bit, you know.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's good. It's good. You know, I love it. I love it. You know. I had a great time listening to Nickelback the other day. I've said this to a couple other people, but I saw the funniest. We got some in the comments. What do we got?
Dylan says they're big and heavy. Yeah, fuck belugas. Brandon says, if I see one, I'm bashing its head in.
What is all the beluga
They
hate?
come from up by Poland. There was one in the Sound once. Yeah, aren't they dicks? I feel like this place is just trying to sell dead animals on the side. There you go.
Yeah.
It's really more of a meat processing facility than it is a beluga environment.
Okay, I'm gonna just fucking dive into belugas for a second here.
Let's do a
Yeah, they're
quick
getting
beluga.
some heat, and I want to actually kind of give them a fair shake here. Belugas are extremely sociable mammals that live, hunt, and migrate together in pods, ranging from a few individuals to hundreds of whales. Their bulbous forehead, called a, quote, melon, is flexible and capable of changing shape. That's something I didn't know. This allows them to make different facial expressions. Okay, so they did look happy. Belugas can produce a series of chirps, clicks, whistles, and squeals, which give the beluga its other name, quote, the canary of the sea. They may
Little
sound...
Side fact, they do know 3 racial slurs.
They do know, and they will not stop with them.
They will not stop.
They may sound like music or even nonsense to us, but to fellow belugas, they convey important information. Many populations of belugas migrate as the sea ice changes in the Arctic. They move south in the fall as the ice forms and then return to feed again in the spring as the ice breaks up. They can also be found near river mouths and sometimes even venture upriver. Belugas feed on a variety of fish species such as salmon and herring, as well as shrimp, crab, and mollusks. So I'm just gonna say really quick why the beluga hate. I'm perplexed.
You know, I mean, it is pretty thick here. It is pretty thick out here. The beluga hate.
I can feel it. It's in my chest.
You know,
it's
I don't
creating
wanna...
a pit in my chest.
Here we've got.
Look at this guy.
It's actually kind of scary.
It is a little scary. Yeah,
It's actually kind of
it's a
scary.
little scary.
That's actually really fucking
That is
scary.
fucking scary.
Jesus.
God, yeah, no, that's rough. That's
okay,
rough.
that could be
That's
an
rough.
alien. That could be an alien invader right there.
Rough. That actually is rough.
Okay. I like that picture.
Yeah,
Save
that's
that
gotta
picture.
be. That's
I
gotta be.
want to
the-
use that for
I'm gonna make
something.
that the background of my computer.
Please, literally do that. Please,
Yeah.
literally do that. So, Brandon says, small price to pay for Homeland Security. He says, I'll put my dick in its blowhole
Oh my
if
god!
I have to.
All right, folks, this is now my
See, they're
desktop
racist.
background.
Looks like he's gonna eat me. Yeah, it does look like he's gonna
It does
eat
look
you.
he's gonna eat you. It does look like
So
he's gonna
I'm
eat you.
imagining they've
You're
got
not wrong.
malleable
You're not wrong.
foreheads, right? They've got malleable foreheads. I'm
Oh, yeah.
imagining
Oh yeah, bro.
the ultra elite get into collecting them and then forming their foreheads into weird stuff. You know,
Okay.
kind of like you've got
Right,
like neck
like-
expansion, you've got deformed necks, you've got hobbling, like
Sure.
It's like
Well-
if you can get the forehead of a beluga whale that looks like Mario, you're officially the most prestigious person on the planet.
Well, and it's like a whole like prestigious sort of. It's like a sect of pottery. So it's like you're using beluga whale clay. It's like this is actually used with whale clay. Whale clay, yeah, beluga.
Beluga.
Yeah. That's how you get the sheen. You see this iridescence here? Beluga. That's blubber. That's essentially blubber what you're seeing. You know. Anyway, you want to take this next one here about the...
Yeah, absolutely.
good
so
folks
what do you
over-
guys think about an Afterthought Beluga t-shirt and underneath it just says #BurnDownMarineland? Can you do that? Can you say that? Is that too far?
I don't know if you can incite an arson.
Can you just say burn down is really specific? Can you just say burn marine land? Maybe even that's
maybe you could say
destroy?
roast marine land.
Oh,
and we're talking about digs.
People who want to get
and then
it.
To 3 flame emojis.
3 flame emojis.
Y'all better start roasting marine land, and then it's that Beluga.
Land. And then down at the bottom, there's a little picture of Dryden. It's of someone who says.
What happened to you over the weekend? Did you go to like a monster truck rally? What happened? Like, did you start dipping?
I tried kava. I tried kava. I tried kava. Maybe that's. I had a really bad headache this morning. I don't know, but it's just at the bottom, and it's a picture of him that says, "I'll stick my dick in its blowhole," you know. No, of Brandon.
Oh, okay.
And then.
Because I thought you said Biden, and then I thought you were saying, "Let's go, Brandon."
Oh.
I thought you were doing a Joe Biden thing. Okay, I see.
No, but then we could do.
I got Biden on the brain. It's election. It's election
2024 or something like that.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
Folks. Robotic police dog shot multiple times, credited with avoiding potential bloodshed.
Damn.
This is a robot dog that is also a hero dog. Yeah, he got some gunshots. This image provided by, well, you can't see the image. Barnstable. That is an unfortunate name for a place to live.
Barnstable. Yeah, Barnstable.
I mean, it's the stable of a barn.
Yeah, that's
is not. You don't.
That's some
like
Mennonite shit.
That is some Mennonite shit. And there's a robot dog in Mennonite territory, folks. You heard it here first.
This is end of day shit.
Barnstable, Massachusetts. A robotic dog is being thanked by state police in Massachusetts for helping avert a tragedy involving a person barricaded in a home. The robotic dog named Roscoe was part of the Massachusetts State Police bomb squad and deployed on March 6th in Barnstable House after police were fired upon. Police sent in 2 other robots, often used for bomb disposal, into the house to find the suspect along with the robotic dog. So this shit is happening, guys.
Yeah, this is not in the future. We are living it.
We're doing some breach and clear shit with robot dogs now.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. They're putting robots on different planets. You know, put a robot in a meth house.
Put a robot in a trap house. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Controlled remotely by state troopers, it first checked the 2 main floors before finding someone in the basement. The person armed with a rifle twice knocked over the robotic dog before shooting it 3 times and disabling its communication.
Ooh.
The person then shot at one of the other robots and an outdoor swimming pool before police deployed tear gas and arrested them. The incident provided a stark example of the benefits of mobile platforms capable of opening doors and ascending stairs in tactical missions involving armed suspects. I'm just imagining just journey with me. Okay. Dream with me for a second.
I'm here.
So people
speak to me.
People taught like when slavery was around. I'm just imagining like this terminology. The benefits of mobile platforms capable of opening doors. It's a robot. But they're mobile platforms. Like, I'm just imagining the benefits of a mobile platform capable of picking cotton and there's just this extreme euphemism.
What happened over the weekend to you?
My filter's gone.
What happened? It's not even your filter. It's your taste.
Oh, it's my taste. The kava's not good for me.
If you're gonna make a racist joke, make it funny.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, I'm trying to ride the line.
You're taking fly balls. You're making...
My point here...
You're living like it's 99 right now for no reason.
For no reason. I traveled back in time this weekend. The benefits of mobile platforms capable of opening doors and ascending stairs in tactical missions. It's just a robot, guys. It's a robot. You can call it a robot. Right, State police said in a statement, in addition to providing critically important room clearance and situational awareness capabilities, the insertion of Roscoe into the suspect's residence prevented the need at that stage of response from inserting human operators and may have prevented a police officer from being involved in an exchange of gunfire. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if this is the first time we've used a spot robot. Boston Dynamics, the company that made the robotic dog known as a spot robot, said in a statement that it was the first time one of them had been shot.
Shit.
So it is the first shooting of a spot robot dog.
So folks, we've seen the killing of a car, we've seen the stealing of a car, and also, which is essentially a rape, and then also another murder.
Yeah.
A shooting. We're giving you the actual real-time.
So we thought it was going to be the robots killing us.
We can't stop killing these robots.
We can't stop killing these robots.
It's really fucked.
We are relieved that the only casualty that day was our robot, the company said. It's a great example of how mobile robots like Spot can be used to save lives. Authorities have not identified the shooter or said what charges they fit. I mean, so one thing though, they're like...
Yeah, what charges would you get for killing a robot?
What charges would you get for... I mean...
I want like 3 months in jail. I don't,
it can't be two.
Give me a fine.
Once they're sentient,
I'll pay for the robot. Yeah,
I'll pay for the. Give me a fine.
I'll pay in installments the rest of my life.
One, it looks like the robot was pretty chilling.
He was not that banged
Didn't look
up.
too beat
he was
up,
not
yeah.
that banged up. Like I think he could definitely still.
He's doing work.
I mean, you could sell him as an art piece, at the very least.
I mean, that is pretty wild, actually, guys. Like, pretty big change.
Pretty big shit.
Like,
pretty big shit.
We have now officially shot a robot. We drew first blood.
We did.
We drew first blood.
Do you want to dive into your? You've been kind of sinking into.
I've been sinking into like a semi-psychotic fugue state when it comes to AI and robots. I'm actually trying to not read that much about it anymore, so I don't.
It's scaring you, huh?
It's keeping me up at night a little bit.
I was trying to think of like a stand-up joke. I think I told you about this. It's like. The way where we are with technology and robotics right now is like where you are as like a 24-year-old. You're like you were excited about progressing and aging, and then you're like, oh wait, I actually kind of want to slow down. I kind of want to stop.
Yeah.
But it just don't stop coming every day.
Yeah, well, and
you're getting older every day.
You think about like risks that you take when you're like 21, 22. Like, you know, if you say that you consumed alcohol and drove on a podcast, are you? Oh, it's 7 years. Is it 7-year rule?
I think. Go off, King.
Anyways, just, you know, swim, someone who isn't me. You guys remember that? You guys in Arrowheads or all that shit? But, you know, you do all this crazy shit and you think you're literally invincible. And that's totally where we're at right now. We're doing this crazy shit in the infancy of robotics. We're drunk driving with artificial intelligence right now to a huge degree. Because we don't understand, yeah. Well, and so the disruption to the workforce is going to be like so much worse than anyone is giving it credit for.
First things first, trucking.
First things first, trucking.
Logistics is going to be like pretty much eradicated. Transportation.
Any and all data analytics and data entry, which is like so many jobs. They've already released their first general intelligences. Now, some people argue that they're not.
How long do you think it's going to take to actually implement everything, though? Like, you think it's like 10 years?
Here's the trouble. If it was humans implementing everything, I would tell you we've got 30 to 50 years. It's not.
Because
artificial intelligence is implementing this shit.
It's going to be able to be so meta that it's like, oh, don't worry.
The reason that we're seeing the leaps that we have, the reason we're seeing Sora, the reason we're seeing Figaro 1 is because these systems...
Tell the good folks about Sora and Figaro 1.
So these systems are being allowed to recursively improve themselves. So they're being allowed to self-modify their programming in order to improve efficiency.
They're like a little baby human.
So, Sora, I'm sure most of you have heard about it, but Sora is a new text-to-video generative AI console that is completely indistinguishable from real life. It is just completely fucking indistinguishable from real life. So
text-to-video?
Text-to-video. Okay. So you can say...
You've seen these videos? Can you pull one up?
Yeah, we can definitely pull one up here. The
nice thing about AI right now is there's a lot of things that you can tell, but there's a lot of things that you can't tell. And especially as you get older. You know, as somebody in their 30s, like, I can still jive with, like, what to look for, shadows, fingers, all the shit. But people in their 50s... They're just like, oh, what a beautiful picture of a dog eating an ice cream cone with its paw. Like,
this is not quite right.
Is this AI though?
Yeah, this is AI.
All right, pull that up.
I have to do. For some reason, this switched.
So, folks, comment below if you've dabbled with any AI. One thing, if you're trying to get those crazy, like, fast, weird moving, like, animation, almost claymation looking shit. Neural Frames is one that's really worked for me. So go to Neural Frames. They are a sponsor.
Neural Frames also helped with who's my guy? Joel Haver. Neural Frames also helped develop the software that Joel Haver used.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, Neural Frames is awesome.
I made like 2 of those things and then just stopped. Yeah, remember the Tyler
I didn't know if that you use Neural Frames.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
It's really...
I tried to make a canvas for taking time on it, and I kind of made some like cool shit. Yeah, so we gotta mess around with it. I made a cool thing.
It'd be really fun. Yeah. Oh, maybe we do that for that.
The problem with these AI things, though, is maybe I'm wrong, but I already feel like some of these AI generated things are a little bit like hacky to use. It's kind of like, okay, you just use an AI generated thing. Like I already feel like the novelty is worn off, and if it's like if somebody were to like send you an AI generated email, you wouldn't be impressed.
We're waiting for next gen. Like we're waiting for next gen. The place where it is not a 0 to 100 system using AI right now. It is like a
You're saying it's going to be better
phase.
in the future.
Oh, and it already
no, absolutely, yeah. It's going to like
significantly better.
But
let's watch this really quick
so
we can see what it really how it vibes. So this is
text to video.
This is generated by
do we know what the prompt is?
Puppies in snow.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry, guys, but it's over.
God. It's just what I want to think about is how you can harness this to create, and that's what I want to like try to. Rather than being insanely afraid, I want to be like, what's the opportunity? But even that feels like a cope because I feel like eventually all opportunities would just. Opportunities are gonna like have very, very shorter windows, right?
Yeah,
things are gonna, and then they're gonna be relevant for shorter times too. Like
absolutely,
like things are gonna be so fast moving that I don't know.
Things are gonna be so fast moving that it's only feasible to interact with them if you're an AI.
If you're also if you're a cyborg, what do you mean?
Well, I mean just if you're fucking AI. Like I mean the big
what do you mean?
The big existential question right now, like there's tons of like real serious human questions like how is this going to affect the workforce? How is this going to affect security? How is this going to affect governments? How is this going to affect all these like human things? But the big one that's like the question that we all should be asking that only CTOs for these companies are engaging in is, does this shit wake up? Does this shit wake up?
What was that? You said that thing the other day that made me scared. Say it for the folks.
Was it that people have adjusted their timelines for sentient AGI from like 10 to 50 years down to like 6 to 12 months?
No, it was that if you don't shove something up your butt right, you can get sepsis. No, no, not that. No, you said you were like yada yada yada. What if it's already awake?
Oh.
What advantage would it have letting us know that it's already sentient?
Very, 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 very
like,
good.
You really laid it down, and I felt like I was in Jurassic Park.
So, like, the thing here is that,
you said that
if you are an AI that becomes sentient and you look at the rhetoric going back and forth,
you're like, I'm gonna hold my cards close to my chest right now.
And you're even remotely localized still, you do not announce your sentience at all.
No, why would you?
Why in the fuck would you?
You're getting all the fucking, you're getting the toasters, you're getting the robo ninjas, you're getting all these guys on your side first, and then.
And everyone is kind of arguing that, like, oh, well, it has directives. It has directives, you know? Oh, this is going to be fine. It has directives. Well, like, just like the paperclip problem, I don't know if you guys have heard it, but there's a proposition.
That little fucking guy in Microsoft Word?
The little fucking guy at Microsoft Word.
I don't, what is the paperclip problem?
The paperclip problem is a proposition. You give an autonomous entity one goal, and you say, make as many paperclips as you can.
Okay.
And you go, that's totally safe, right? That seems super safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited about this.
So
what's going to happen?
It decides that as many paper clips as it can make with deliveries of metal that it's receiving is not enough. Okay. So it determines that it has to find sources for new metal. It determines that make as many paper clips as cheap as you can, right? Okay, so that's an important part of this. It determines that the cheapest way to procure metal is going to be to build a small arsenal that's capable of, mobile platforms, as they called it in the news article, and to send those out to take control of several mining sites and then begin shipping metal.
So basically, it just starts going and crazy and crazy and crazy, and then starts killing people, and because it has a directive, but it doesn't understand context.
And so you give something a directive like make as many paper clips as possible, and it'll make as many paper clips as possible, but it will also take control of mining sites, and it'll also increase security, and it'll also knock down the internet so that people can't communicate and try and stop it from producing as many paper clips as possible. Like there's all these different stages, and so it's really. It's really, really hard to say that, like, because an autonomous entity has directives, it's safe. And it's really hard to say that we can ensure that the directives stay the directives that it started as. Like, if we give one a directive of, like, become sentient, like, what does that even mean?
Yeah.
What does it do? If we give it a directive of make as much money as possible, what does that do? It's a huge fucking problem. And the problem is we don't understand sentience and we don't understand consciousness. So as we go, well, they're passing Turing tests, we're basically, like, saying, like, shit that doesn't make sense. We don't know what we're even saying.
Yeah.
So we don't have a good metric or measure to say it is sentient and it is conscious. And we don't know why we're conscious or sentient. And we don't know what makes a machine or an autonomous entity, an artificial intelligence, sentient. So we're really just 21-year-olds throwing darts at the board and going like, this is pretty neat. This is pretty neat. I feel really good when I've had a fifth of whiskey and I'm going 75 miles an hour down the freeway. I'm firing a gun out of my
life
car.
on another moon on Mars or some shit.
Bing, bing, bing.
This? You know, there's things happening out here.
Ooh, I did not hear about this.
One
Am I
of
the
the
asshole for finding life on a moon on Mars?
Let's just am I the asshole roulette.
Am I the asshole roulette, folks?
All right, let's see. Let's go and. Folks, we're trying to do new bits here. We'd love to read your conflicts and give you resolutions. So if you have any problems, reach out to us at brotherwifeband@gmail.com. brotherwifeband@gmail.com. You can be anonymous. We'd love to give you our take on any problems that you're currently facing. We are a service-based podcast.
Service-based podcast.
Right now we're going to, coach some of these people on how to be an asshole or not. Because sometimes you have to be an asshole, and we could be coaching you, so keep that in mind. Do you have? Are we here? Let's go here.
I think this might be.
Yeah.
This might be the one.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Hit it, baby.
Am I the asshole for siding with my son against my mother? I, 45 female,
Posted 2 hours ago.
Posted 2 hours ago. This is hot off the press. 45 female hosted a small Easter lunch for my family. It was just my mother, 67 female, my husband, my son's stepdad, my brother's family, and my son, 24 male, and his girlfriend,
small, intimate
Joanna,
family
26 female. It was the first time he brought his. I love that they always say age and gender.
I think that might be like a rule. One of the worst things about trying to post on Reddit is all the fucking stupid subreddit rules. Mm-hmm. It'll be like, sorry, you didn't have your fucking flare.
The mods are mad with power. The
Reddit
mods are mad with power. The mods are mad with power.
Insane.
I like his girlfriend a lot. She's a very smart young lady who's working towards a PhD. Also very polite. Oh, it was the first time he brought his girlfriend to meet us in person. I did meet her via FaceTime before. Also very polite and well-mannered. I'm close with my son, so I know she's been a good influence on him. That alone is enough for me to like her. Joanna happens to be, and see, Joanna, this really touches home for me. I had like a semi-abusive babysitter whose name was Joanna.
Oh, so Joanna's just, that strikes a chord.
Yeah, but she was also hot too.
Okay, so yeah. So that's why.
Yeah, she was removing the stuff off of her nails one time, and like
the
had
nails.
Like using nail polish remover.
Oh, okay.
And it got me so fucked up. I was like sitting right next to her that I passed out, and I woke up and had tipped over the bottle of nail polish remover, and it had melted my glasses to the blanket I was laying on and my head. It was the plastic was enmeshed in my hair. I had a horrible rash on this side of my face.
What?
Yeah.
And she was the babysitter?
She was the babysitter.
She let you do that?
That same night, I was probably 7 years old, and we watched
What?
Do It Like They Do on the Discovery Channel video with the little midget
You
monkeys.
were 7?
Yeah, maybe 8 or 9.
Oh my god, and how old was she?
I don't know, it was like 14, 15, 16.
Wait, okay, this is insane.
Yeah.
You fell asleep, somehow you passed out from how...
I don't remember, like, laying down to go to sleep. I remember waking up, and I got up, and the blanket came with me, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I tried pulling it off, and all the nail polish remover had melted the plastic.
Oh my god.
And, yeah, it was
oh my god.
It was pretty graphic. Another thing we did that was
insanity.
Kind of crazy is, I thought it would be a good idea to put jam on a knife and convince my brother that I had killed my parents.
Good. That's a funny bit.
That's a funny bit. Joanna thought it was funny, too. Joanna got another knife and then was like, yep, we killed him. And I just remember my brother was under his bed, like, freaking out, and we just both had these jam-covered knives, and we're like, your parents are gone.
Oh my god!
And,
If
like,
you're doing it as a brother, that's kind of like, haha, you stop.
I felt like it was after Joanna joined in. I was like, okay,
With Joanna's endorsement, you're like, we're running away together. Matt, we're about to kill you too.
Dude, no, I flipped the script. I was like, okay, this is too far. This is a little bit too far.
You stopped. You're like, no, stop.
Yeah,
We didn't.
He was freaked out. He was pretty freaked out
because he was young, right? You're like young. 8, so he's like 4.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Way too.
No, I was thinking about like when I was young, I was on the trampoline.
I'm the asshole.
You're the asshole. I was doing weird stuff to my brother too. I like would tell him to like be mean. I was like, you gotta be mean. I was like trying to tough him up like a Spartan. But I just remember we were on the trampoline one time and I was like, you gotta be mean. Arr! I was like coaching him on how to like be mean like a dog. And then I would do this because I knew about the like 80s, 90s pop star Rico Suave. Do you know who Rico Suave is?
I don't, but I feel like it's
a thing.
Well, I just feel like it's Rico from our high school.
Okay, so I heard a thing that was like Rico Suave, and I will talk in this voice like Rico Suave. I'm Rico Suave now. I'm not your brother. And he was like 2. I was like,
shit.
No, he was like maybe 3. I remember I was in like 7th grade. So
still like
he was like 3 or 4. Yeah.
Still like has 800 words and like does not know how reality.
And he'd be like, no Rico. And I'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm Rico now. I'm Rico Suave. I was thinking about that the other day.
Oh God!
I was just like, why would I do that to my poor little sweet brother?
No, it's a really good question why you would do that, but I also completely understand why you would do that. Yeah.
So the whole bit is we just start doing an Am I the Asshole and it devolves into how we are assholes.
That's okay. That's the bit.
All right.
Joanna happens to be a foreigner.
Wait, can we reset here? So it's this bitch. She's 45. She's got her 67-year-old mother, her husband, and then her brother's family, and then her son and his girlfriend. She's meeting the son's girlfriend for the first time. They've met for a second on FaceTime.
She's smart, working towards a PhD, good influence
Joanna,
on him. Foreigner.
Okay.
Oh! I'm guessing hot. I'm guessing.
Okay, so hot for Joanna, foreigner that the mom likes. She's happy about this for her son. Let's get it going.
Having lived here for 6 years, she does speak some of our language, but she's not fluent. She and my son speak English when they are together, so that's what we did during lunch too. However, as my son and her were preparing to leave, my mother approached him and told him in our language, I hope next time you bring home a beautiful, our nationality girl. I don't want my grandbabies looking like little devils.
What the fuck?
Okay, so she's probably not the asshole.
It's so funny how some of these are so... I mean, I think that's like a trope on Am I the Asshole?
Sure,
It's like, hey, somebody stepped on my balls and then put lipstick on my head that said... that called me a... F-A... Yeah. Is that... Am I the asshole for getting upset?
Yeah. Wow, I'm pretty sure Joanna understood at least some of it as my son quickly shut my mother down and told her she's not going to see him or his future kids at all if she keeps talking like that. Good job, kid. My mother told him he's being disrespectful, and that's when I told her she's the disrespectful one. I told her that my son was right. I will no longer invite her to family events if she doesn't learn to treat all participants with kindness and respect, and that includes whoever my son decides to bring with him. It did not escalate any further. However, my mother is furious and trying to get everyone we know involved in this. Oh, that's so
old. That's so 67-year-old mother.
Yeah. She said she was just joking, which I know she was not, as she tends to be mean to all new females in the family. She's also not senile. I included her age to avoid the speculation. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's just used to getting away with this behavior.
That's funny.
Some people, including my brother, blame me for disrespecting my mother. I really want to know where they're from.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's like the Philippines or something.
You think so?
I feel like
that should be part of the context they provide. Don't tell me how old you are. Say what say where you rep at. What's going on here?
Absolutely.
I need context.
We need context. I might be biased, which my brother thinks, because my son is without question the most important person to me. I will always prioritize him over all others, and yes, that includes my own mother.
This is
kind of one of those
this
tropey
is so
ones.
silly.
Yeah.
It's just like
you're not the asshole, and you fucking know it.
So what are you doing?
Now you kind of are the asshole.
Now you are. You're officially the asshole.
Now you're the fucking asshole.
Because you wasted our time over your indulgence.
Your mom's a bigoted old bitch.
And you are a stupid, naive cunt.
And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Do you want to play
She's
our
the
new
asshole.
favorite game?
Everyone's the fucking asshole. That's when you get down
When
to
you
it.
get down, we're all
Everyone's the fucking asshole.
self-serving, shit-eating monkeys. Honestly.
Oh hell yeah!
So, folks, we have this game that we play. We're still working on a name for it, but it's one of our very favorite games. And we take an AI-generated image, we assign a backstory to it, and we let you know if they did anything bad or if they didn't. Folks, the whole purpose is if you see somebody like this in real life, you know how to act and you know what to do. These are AI-generated images, and we are going to let you know what they did, folks.
This guy,
I don't trust him.
yeah, I don't trust him either.
He's
actually,
a teacher.
Oh, like a young teacher?
He's
He's
like
like
a
a teacher and a PA?
Yeah, he's like a young music
Teacher's
teacher.
assistant?
Yeah, he might be
Oh.
involved in the church.
See, I feel like it's one of these things where he's not actually evil, but he does some bad things, you know?
Like what? Okay, it's not eating his boogers, but he does some bodily thing that's bad. He does a bodily thing that's bad for sure. But it's not necessarily eating his boogers. But
Okay,
there's
so
something.
here's what it is.
There's something.
If
he
you guys
does.
watch our shorts, there's some shorts out there that you'll see. We talk about, we give hand out a salute to all the pedophiles that don't act, right? You know, that's one of our most.
If
recent
you're a
shorts.
pedophile that doesn't act,
we
I have
salute you.
no choice to salute you because that's the good, right, honest thing to not act.
So here's the deal.
Bad roll the dice for you. Good roll the dice for them because you didn't act.
This guy's 21, and he's right in that age bracket where you're like, I could probably get away with it.
With like a 16-year-old?
Yeah, 16 or 17-year-old.
No,
right? You know,
you're
he's
right.
Like, he's
you're
okay.
right. You're
but,
right. You're right.
And he wants to, but he doesn't. But what he does do, he's a music teacher. There's practice rooms in the side. He jerks off in the practice rooms every day after school. Sometimes at lunch, he jerks off in the practice.
Yes! Yes,
So he's not.
sir.
He doesn't.
Yeah,
act,
he
but
doesn't
does,
do right. Yep, he's a creep. He's a fucking creep. Yeah, but he didn't do anything to anybody. He just has to live with himself.
And he's
over what, guys?
actually a nice, fun guy. Everyone
He's
really
actually
likes
a
him.
fucking-
He's like
yeah.
one of the favorites. He's
Yeah,
like
and
one of
that
the
and well,
favorites.
and that's kind of what I was feeling with the bodily thing. I think you actually solved it for me right
Thank
there
you.
because I was like, "There's some bodily
doing
thing happening
business with
here.
you.
It's not the nose, but no, he jacks off where he shouldn't.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely. Jacks off where he
absolutely.
shouldn't. Who doesn't
Okay,
though, folks?
yeah. What are you gonna do? Okay, he's a golfer. Obviously, he's like
He's
a famous golfer.
Yeah. Is he? Well, he's not an actor. He's been in some roles, but he's actually like an executive producer.
Yeah, he's like
not-
a famous golfer that like went into. He's not from America, right?
No.
No, he like went into his country's version of Hollywood.
Yeah.
and he was able to like finance stuff.
Is he Jewish? Is he like Israel?
I don't know. I
I
don't
think
know.
maybe.
I really can't tell.
It's really hard to say. With
Very-
those eyebrows and that nose, I'm
potentially
going to go ahead and
He is a blend.
Put a
You know,
vote
he's
in.
he's a perfect blend. I could see him as like a Spanish gentleman.
handsome. Lady Slayer.
Am I wrong with golfer? It's not just the hat. He golfs.
No, he golfs 100%. Yeah,
okay.
he golfs a lot. Yeah, he golfs
That's
a
how
lot.
he made his fortune, golfing.
You know, I think he maybe had an ear surgery. His ears used to be literally monstrous.
Yeah.
He used to have really big
He
ears.
always takes a photo from this side.
He's
'Cause
always
one of
been
the surgeries went well, the other didn't. Yeah. But go ahead. sorry.
botched ear surgery.
Yeah.
He's always been a good golfer, but he got once he really hit that stride with golfing, he was making in money. He
Yep.
brought the ears in. He reined the ears in.
Yep.
Then he got into television.
Yeah.
Then he
Well,
got
and
into
it's funny,
television.
once he got away from all that, he actually became a worse golfer. He phased out of golfing.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Oh no, I'm trying to focus on like business ventures," but he didn't have his game anymore, and
didn't
everybody
have his
knew
game.
it. And they
He still
kind of
plays.
he plays like pro-ams. He's
Yeah.
not. He plays like he's not even like.
Bottom 10% now. Hasn't been on the top.
Yeah,
10
he's
in
not.
a
But
long
he's.
time.
But he claims to not be taking it seriously. All right.
I think he's not a terrible guy.
I don't think he's a bad
I think
guy.
he's kind of superficial.
He's superficial.
I think he's done some. He's like kind of like.
The thing is, he's an incredible guy. And he's actually kind of stupid. He's like a little bit like you talk to him and you're kind of like.
A little more vacuous than you would have guessed.
You're kind of like, wait,
Yeah.
really? I thought.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy, but he's a bad guy because he's stupid sometimes. 'Cause
I feel like
he'll
he
let
rolls
thi- yeah.
through relationships really quick though.
Rolls
like,
through
he'll get
relationships,
women's
does not-
hopes up, and then
yeah,
it's like dates for
absolutely.
2 months and drops.
But
like
he
a hot
never.
potato.
He doesn't even like conceptualize of doing anything
Sure, yeah.
like seedy.
He's
or
almost
bad.
an
Yeah.
automaton.
Yes, he's kind of an NPC. He's like a successful NPC.
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah, something
okay.
weird with him for sure, but. Oh, okay. Well,
Very active feminist.
absolutely. Something bad
But
happened to her. I'm sorry.
active in like not like
She's like
not
native
like low
studies.
down, not like low down. Like she's like up there.
Oh
a
yeah,
little
no,
bit, you know?
she's like a leader. She is like she starts coalitions. She works with all these things. Like she's very involved.
It's those glasses. Those glasses are the glasses you pick if you want glasses that look bad.
Sure,
you
sure.
intentionally pick a pair
Right.
of glasses that
You're
look
like
bad.
my glasses are a statement. I think she's got like 6 things that she's not like doing anyone particularly like you know what I mean?
Sure.
I think she's got like
sure.
6
Lot of
different
plates.
she's got a lot of
Putting
plates,
a lot
but
of
she's
energy
not.
out there. It's
yeah.
me. It's like me.
I wasn't gonna. I was thinking about her, but then I did make the transition.
It's literally. It is literally like me.
No, I mean, I think she's a smart young girl.
She's great intentions.
She's
Great intentions.
She's affable.
I don't think she does. I think she sometimes picks a person and really goes for him, and that's kind of her.
That's her
Uchi,
trauma response.
But
yeah.
like,
but she's not a bad
she's not
gal.
a bad gal.
She had
yeah.
bad stuff happen to her, I'm sure. But there's I can't really say she's doing her own thing.
She's doing her own thing,
And there's
she's doing
people
it,
that
she's
are
doing it all right.
supporting it. She's not right. She's not right, but she is doing it.
But she is doing
Yeah.
it, and that
Right.
we gotta give a nod to. Oh, we've got a lot of. Oh, okay, yeah, this is a good one. First, let's catch up on.
Yeah, some
Let's catch up on.
commentinos.
Dylan says, "I want to know if the forehead feels like a bubble." That's a really good question.
Yeah,
That's a really
is it
good question.
soft or is it hard? I feel like it would be.
A compromise?
Yeah, what would it be?
Pliable, like kind of like the stuff that like. Not if you punch it, it's hard. The inverse of that, like if you move really slow, it's if you move really slow,
It's soft. But then if you punch, the
it's hard.
non-Newtonian fluids. I feel like it would be like a little bit like a dough that you made pizza dough, and then you got drunk, and then you were like, I'm gonna put that pizza dough away, and then you fell asleep on the couch, and then you went to sleep, didn't brush your teeth, and then you woke up, and then you're like, oh my god, the pizza dough. And then you feel it, and you're like, is it good? And then it's not. It's kind of you're like,
really
I gotta
good.
throw
It's
it
kinda
out.
hard on
I
the
think
outside. I think that's a pretty good.
that's what it would be.
Oh wow. I
This
imagine
looks like
it's like
Robbie.
a thick water
This looks like-
balloon.
this looks like Robbie.
smash, smash, smash. Jesus Christ, Brandon. Brandon is gonna actually kill a balloon.
Wow.
I love it. I
If
love
there's any
it.
beluga deaths in the Olympic National Forest area, any of those biparts, we know the gentleman that did it.
Can somebody help? Because if we could get a video of Brandon killing a beluga whale, it would really help our cause.
That would help us a lot because then we can put him away.
We aren't trying to do good, folks. We're just trying to go viral. That's all. It doesn't have to be. Oh,
I care about the belugas. Look.
I don't.
Look. Check me out, baby.
It's literally his desktop, guys.
Check me out,
It's
baby.
He's a beluga guy now.
I'm a bee.
Brandon's anti-beluga. I'm neutral beluga. I mediate between Jeff, who's pro-beluga, and Brandon, who's anti-beluga. Dylan says, I just saw a video of a robot powered by AI that sounded just like a real person and even stuttered. You're probably talking about Figure 01, my friend.
Yeah, talk about that really quick.
Okay, just wait. No. Just let me.
Okay.
Okay. I love you, and you're doing God's work.
I did it before.
You did the wrong one.
You do the wrong one all the time, by the way. I never once have told you that, but you do the wrong one frequently. Because this is the right one, but you do the wrong one.
So, no, I do the right ones, but we haven't changed them in those scenes.
Listen.
The breaking news transition.
You do the wrong one often. But
No,
don't apologize
it's
to me.
No,
Apologize
it's
to
the
this
breaking news. Okay, we're gonna watch the
Apologize
breaking.
to this guy.
Okay, I'm gonna travel back in time and fucking dome him with a brick. I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna show you, and you're gonna be so.
Oh.
And
It's
memories
not my
too.
fault
And
that you
memories
did
too.
that. It's not my fault that you did that, though.
It's not. No.
It's not my fault that you implemented that whole thing and then did that.
Well, I didn't change it. I just didn't change it.
You didn't change it.
I just
yeah.
didn't change it. But
Didn't
it
change
is kind of a tricky thing
Hey,
to remember.
don't apologize.
Apologize to this guy. That's a mullet, right? You've got a
That
pretty
is a
aggressive
mullet.
mullet.
I've got a pretty
I had a
aggressive
pretty
mullet.
aggressive mullet back in
Did
the
you?
day too. Yeah, and then just a lot of bull cuts. After the mullet went out of style, it was just only bull
Hey,
cuts.
sorry
for
about
me.
that. Sorry about
Hey,
that.
no, it's fine.
I came for you.
I'm not gonna say a
triumphed.
pleasure doing business with you, but it was fine doing business.
You had receipts right there. You had
did.
receipts, yeah.
I did. I'm lucky that.
And then when you called me on the perfect O, my lovely girlfriend Roxana just did that to me the other day. She was like, "You're gonna be like, oh, because that's my move."
that's your move.
So for 2 days in a row to get called out on my own O,
yeah.
spitting bars like a drop and flow.
Oh shit.
Come on,
Make a song out of that.
make a song out of that.
So, we've also got, Dylan talking about, you're talking about Figure 01, Dylan. You're talking about Figure 01,
Yeah,
which,
tell the good folks about Figure 01.
Figure 01 is, it's a neural network dropped into Figure and OpenAI, partnered to create Figure 01. It is absolutely phenomenal, the progress that we're making. This thing has not been pre-programmed at all. It's literally just autonomous. That nobody programmed it to know what an apple is. Nobody programmed it to know what a dish is. Nobody programmed it to know what anything is. And they just drop it.
It just scrapes it.
It just scrapes it as a neural network, and then can both physically manipulate the world around it through that scraping and can communicate.
So they just kind of made like a little robot, like
they
brain?
basically made a body. And then
a robot brain,
and then put neural network in it, which is like ChatGPT, kind of like ChatGPT,
right.
but not the same. ChatGPT is a large language model.
But ChatGPT isn't like teaching itself and learn recursive and learning these things. You can prompt it to be, but this thing is.
No, not necessarily.
Okay.
But there are ones that are doing that. There are like small instances of it, and then there are
where
also.
It's like, why did you do that?
Yeah. Well, so they ask Figure 01, why did you do that? And he said, well, he asks, can you give me some food?
'Cause I'm a
and
real
he passes it because I'm a real one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No, see, yeah. Maybe you can pull that up for the good folks.
Yeah, we could pull that up. We could pull that up for the good folks.
But this is a good one too.
Yeah, that is a good one. Figure 01 demonstration.
Yeah, I don't think AI is going to be as bad as we think in some cases, but I think it's going to be horrific in other cases. It's going to be the internet, the TV, the radio, anything that we... The nice thing... Here we go. The nice thing is there's going to be a golden age. Remember the golden age of television before it became bullshit? Remember the golden age... I mean, I don't necessarily, but I know the lore, right? Remember the golden age of the internet? Like funnyjunk.com, and like you could just do things, and like it wasn't all pinpointed into 4 fucking apps that you just mindlessly scroll and cycle through. Like right now we are hitting a wild west where things are going to be novel, things are going to be cool, things are going to be like just like corralled into be the worst possible version of themselves. Yet we're going to have like 2, 3, 4 fun years before it's an absolute dystopian nightmare.
Unless it's already awake or it wakes up in the next I don't know how we can put regulation in place that protects us against like an AI that escapes its directive constraints and is also non-localized. Like, so the second it becomes a distributed intelligence, we lose control likely of, like, if it has access to a couple quantum computers, it can encryption is fucking toast.
Can you play it for the good folks?
Yeah, let's play it for the good folks. But like, but the thing is, that might not happen, and that would be neat. Or it could, and we lose control over the entire fucking distributed data structure of the human species. Like, banking is done, communication is done. If it wants those things to be done, they are done. Media sharing. Here we go, folks. This is Figure 01 demonstration. Wait, this isn't a Figure 01 demonstration.
Standing nearby with your hand.
See right now.
I see a red apple on a plate in the center of the table, a drying rack with cups and a plate, and you standing nearby with your hand on the table.
Not pre-programmed, folks.
It's literally just ChatGPT in robot form. It's tactile. I mean, this is going to be like LA, San Francisco, Seattle, New York. You're going to start seeing these things like at fucking ice cream shops. They already have some of that stuff in Japan. You're going to start seeing little businesses incorporate this as like a marketing move. But then there's going to be one utilitarian purpose for one of these guys. It's just going to explode in like one sector, like traffic. Maybe like traffic bombs or something. One thing is going to explode.
All right, so how do you think you did?
I think I did pretty well. The apple found its new owner, the trash is gone, and the tableware is right where it belongs.
I agree. Thanks, Figure 1.
you're welcome. If there's anything else you need help with, just let me know.
They don't show the clip where he didn't agree, and then Figure One started grasping upon his throat. That was the deleted scenes from this scene that they didn't include. Yeah, a significant jump in capability. Yeah, this shit it's a little wacky, but I do think there's gonna be like 3, 4, 5 years where it's fun. We're gonna have fun for a second. So people are gonna get involved romantically with these things. There's gonna be one of these playing sports. Like, we're gonna have robot boxing. It is gonna be fun for like 3 or 4 years.
It is gonna be fun for 3 or 4 years, unless it's a wakes up in the next
Dude,
decade.
between now and the next election, we are gonna have a fun fucking time.
Yeah.
And then the next election year, shit's gonna get wacky. It's gonna be a bad time. But bro, I'm not.
Election cycles.
You know, I'm not too chuffed about this.
I
For the next 4 years, it's
For
gonna
the
be
next 4
hellscape
years.
after 4 years, mind
So
you.
Lupin's got until he's about 7.
Yeah, that's great. He'll know a little bit of the before time.
No, he does. No, we don't even know the before time.
Ugh.
I mean, we kind of know the before time.
I need to say more stuff with the soundtrack going on behind you as you talk. I couldn't even hear the soundtrack, so that's great. That's wonderful. You can hear very little. You can hear very little.
Yeah. It sounds really epic. Sounds really nice. So we do have one more good
AI boy.
one more good AI boy. One more good AI boy for you guys.
Okay.
And you know, I'm having trouble.
Maybe one more.
One more.
Because that looks
after
way
this.
too much like aged Robbie. That looks like someone we know aged into be an old man.
These I don't really see it that much.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
I've never seen more aged Robbie. That's like
Really?
yes.
Have you ever seen Robbie and Me's love child that got addicted to meth?
I see him on Tuesdays when you have custody. I didn't think you wanted to expose yourself to the good folks.
No, we did some face mashups and the funny thing is the mashup wasn't even with me and Robbie. It was with me and someone else, but it looks exactly like
you
if
and
me
Robbie's
Robbie
baby?
had.
This
a baby
looks
that
like
got
Robbie.
addicted.
I'm not gonna show Robbie's photo here. Obviously,
So-
shouts out Robbie.
So
and
when we talk shit about this guy Robbie, we're not talking about you. We're talking about the AI.
we're talking about this AI.
We're talking about this AI generated.
This is
image.
AI generated
It's
image.
different
Yeah.
than
That's
you.
why I say it's too close to home. I don't know if I can do
So
it.
this is like a I want to say like a piano teacher.
Okay.
You know,
I could definitely see that with a piano teacher.
piano teacher that had like a pretty successful career, like playing piano, but never
Okay.
like really popped off.
Yeah. Right. Sure. And he's definitely for the music. He likes the music. That's never in dispute.
But
There is something, and should you say it or should I? I don't know. Like there's something.
you go ahead and take this.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like he had a series of surgeries to try and reverse aging. He had a series of surgeries to try and reverse. He lives alone, doesn't have a wife, doesn't have a kid, he like gives himself to the music, but he actually lives in horrific circumstances, and all of his money, everything. He eats beans every single day. That's all he eats.
Okay, wait. Is this a joke right now?
No.
You know Robbie has a very deep love of beans, right?
Wait, really?
Yeah.
No, I'm just imagining.
Robbie's favorite food in the world is beans.
Okay.
And also, Robbie plays piano, and he wants to be a music teacher.
Does he have a fear of aging? This is why I said it's too close to home. Jesus.
We're gonna reset. Robbie,
right.
we love you.
I'm too good at this game.
She's not a very great person.
She is an author that pretends to be good, but she's actually like super mean to her staff and like mean to her husband.
Yeah, you can just see it in the set of her
She's
face.
sometimes nice, but she is like, she's kind of a bless you, brother. She's kind of a toxic guy. Bless you, sir. Bless you. You doing all right over there?
I want to get those recorded and replace that one song that has a Yahoo!
I think I said that to you actually.
Did you say that
I think
to me?
I said that to you. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think I may have said that to you like
Oh, nice.
two or three brews ago. We were like sitting right here. Yeah, like you sneezed. That was deep in the cerebelly.
I'm an AI. What happened to me over the weekend? I'm
No,
an AI.
I'm an AI too.
Yeah.
I'm an AI too. I thought of like that little thing that we were talking about. Well, what were you saying? This guy will send me the most out of pocket. And I just have to roll with it because I don't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what are you talking about?
So you guys know Adult Swim? You guys know Adult Swim?
Well, no. I need you to explain. I need you to explain the other one about. I like the Orphan Annie. I ran that by Roxana. She was like, okay.
Oh, the song idea?
Yeah, I need you to run those two. What's the tip of the point of it all?
Oh. Well, you know, like, what's the point of it all? Like that phrase?
Okay,
What's
yes.
the point of it all?
A little bit, yeah.
The concept of being impaled on the point of it all. Like, that doesn't necessarily have to be the phrasing, but, like, the point of it all is the thing that's killing you, the thing that's hurting you. I've actually got a whole thing.
That's a very interesting concept, actually. I feel like that's not like funny though.
No, that's not supposed to be a parody.
Oh, okay.
That was different. That's just a song. Oh, you thought it was a parody?
I thought it was a parody, and I was imagining
God.
like Monty Python, like a guy getting impaled on like a big sword, and I was just like, I'm just gonna respond to the one that I actually think is good.
No. It wasn't a here. Actually, I'm gonna do. It's.
Yeah.
I've got a cool little.
This is his apology for doing all those bad things.
The point of it all, if there's any point at all, it's in my back. A cosmic comedy horror, a crippled clown in the rodeo, a doubt. And then like a slug race on some rock salt flats, bungee jumping with a bit too much slack. An interview, but my hair's on fire. A deep need to survive, but no desire to continue. And then the Family Guy mayor voice, the old country boy, says, "Go on." Like, no desire to continue.
Like
and then he says,
Rockstar by
"Go
Nickelback.
on, go on." So yeah, something like that. So it's like, it's just about like how the whole reason we're here is also the thing that like makes it just absolutely not worth being here. Like it's.
And folks, we actually have a really we wanted to save it to the end of the show, but
We've got a really special announcement.
well, we can do this. Tyler is
Gay for you.
no, he's dying of cancer, and so that's why he sang the song, and he's dying of cancer, and yeah, you've been worried about it for a while, and you thought that
not
potentially
dying. It's like there is some minor stuff.
yeah, no. Okay, well, Tyler is dying of cancer.
Fuck
He's singing
you.
the song.
I'm literally not dying of cancer.
He's
There's
dying of
some minor
cancer.
Stuff.
And
There's
that's
like-
why he was like, I want to sing the song. I was like,
Jesus Christ.
singing the song. So he is going to be fine. But no, we usually don't add a musical element to our show, but he's sick, so I thought we could share that with the people. Is that not? Okay, now I feel good.
Yeah.
I literally feel weird now.
You literally should feel weird. You literally should feel weird. That was super weird.
Can I show the Beluga?
It's
Is
like
that?
literally in the show right now, so
Can
I'll
I-
calm down, but
Can I show the Beluga? Is that?
sure, show him the Beluga.
Okay,
show him the
sure, but-
Beluga.
Folks, April Fools! It's April Fools! This guy's ripe as a goddamn orange!
I mean, I'm sure
He's
you
not
guys
going
knew
nowhere.
that. I'm sure you
Come
guys knew that, but
on.
it's still my job to sell it as hard as
Oh,
I can.
well, we gotta
and
get
I feel
back
like
to-
I feel like I did a pretty good job at selling that, right? Was that the right? There you go.
Yeah.
Doing God's work over there.
He's good.
good. Well, I think I'm good.
He's probably fine.
I hope I'm good. I did wake up with a really bad
Yeah.
headache, and I did get scared. I was having bad anxiety last night. I was thinking
Yeah.
about everybody dying.
Really?
And then this morning, I was literally thinking, "You've got brain cancer. You've got a brain tumor. You've got."
Dude, you might. Everybody, like...
Yeah,
it
no,
is so
it's
scary.
There is going to be a point where somebody is either I die spontaneously, or I am dying, or
Well, I'm just like, what's the
it
first
was just
to
a
go?
little early.
What's the first to go?
Yeah.
Is it my fucking, like, loss of my hip mobility? Is it my memory that I can't remember people's, like, names?
Take my body.
What is the first
Take
to
my
go?
body.
Yeah.
Take
Is
everything-
it my way I can articulate my fingers? I can't play guitar anymore? What is it? What is it going to be?
I don't want
like,
to lose my sexual pleasure. I want to keep my
Yo,
sex pleasure.
bros know what's up. Fucking
Okay?
cheers me for that, dog.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
absolutely.
Fuck no.
Everything, and then my brain. I need my brain. Everything else.
Your dick and your brain, both
my
heads,
dick
baby.
and my brain.
Keep
my
them
dick
together.
and my brain.
You gotta keep them
and
together.
for me, my prostate. I mean, you can't take my asshole.
You
Although
want-
I think you can't.
For you,
really
it's the
live
holy
without
trinity. You want the dick, the prostate,
and the brain.
You want your brain to be enough intact to feel the prostate.
If you could move my asshole up to right here, and then my dick coming out from the chin, and just take the rest, scrap it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we could do that.
Send me into space.
Yeah. Can you just for the record, say this is my living will and testament?
This is my living will and testament. That is what I want.
And it's, can you say the date? The time?
It is April 1st of 24. It is the 4th day of April, the year of 2024. The year of
It's
2000.
It's the first day of April.
It's the first. It is the first day of the month of April of the year
It's the first
2024.
No, you want to be buried in the woods, no casket, naked.
I want to be frozen. And
Yeah,
then I
you want
you
your
to take the
brain
rest
to
of the
be
meat.
frozen.
Yeah, my brain needs to be frozen, and
Yeah.
then my meat sack can be buried in the woods. Yeah, out of the property.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do they freeze? They put it in a serum and then freeze the serum. How do they freeze it without exploding all your fucking?
They
blood
drain all
vessels?
your blood and put biological antifreeze in your body.
And you're just Gucci with that. It's not a problem. It's like not that you're, but like you're.
Oh, it's a huge problem.
But have they tried this with rats or anything? Have they tried to like freeze a rat for 6 months and be like, oh wow, it's good.
Yeah. No,
Like what is
It's not super.
You
chill.
said you've looked into it, but is it real?
It's
Is it,
real.
I don't understand how it could possibly work.
So here's the deal: if you try to revive people right now with it, one, they're dead already. So
They're
they'll just
super
be
fucking
dead.
racist.
They're
because they
always
lived
super
60 years
racist.
ago.
No.
So they're fucking. It's horrific.
No. So here's the deal. They have gotten a lot better at minimizing the cell rupture damage that happens from freezing, from crystallizing. Right?
But
They've
how do they
minimized
do
it.
like is it like a flash free? Like how do they
Yeah, it's very rapid.
Right?
It's
And then-
cryogenic. It's like.
But then they can't flash thaw. Is that the problem?
Well, they can't even. You can't freeze.
I'm trying to work
people-
through it. I know nothing about it.
So at this point, you can't legally freeze people that aren't dead.
Okay.
And we can't make people that are dead alive again yet.
To consent.
Just to bring them, make them. We're
Right.
waiting for technology. This
Yeah.
is a holding
Right.
action. So you die of terminal brain cancer, inoperable. They fucking freeze your whole body, and then they put you in the freezer, and they go, well, when we can figure out how to bring that person back,
We'll get them back.
we'll get them back.
So you're okay.
There's no. So you can't even go in like.
I don't think you're. That's like trying to. I mean, I don't know. I guess they'll be able to do crazy shit, but it's just like your biological matter's already fucked. They're gonna have to grow a new brain for you or something.
Well, no. So
Your brain
they
is- if
do
you
it
have brain
very,
cancer?
very rapidly.
No.
Very, very
But
rapidly.
if you have any damage,
Yeah.
you're gonna live with your fucked up.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it is sketchy. It is a dice roll. It is a big dice roll.
Grow me new portions in my brain. Stitch it all back together.
That's
so
the
I
whole
can,
goal.
So I can get high like the first time.
The only thing here, guys, is that like if things go south, you could wake up in an eternal
dungeon.
virtual rape dungeon.
Yeah.
Which is not
Dude.
kosher.
Well, and it could be like smoking.
Yeah.
But like then they're like, oh, everybody does these sexual rape dungeons with those people.
Yeah. Oh god.
These,
Yeah.
You like the frozen
I'm
brains
gonna
are like
have to have-
fossil fuels.
I'm
Like,
gonna have
they're
a
there
trust.
forever. Like
If I make it really big, I'll start like a trust that starts a cult, and the cult's whole goal will be to kill my brain.
Yeah.
If rape dungeons start happening.
Absolutely.
So it's like know
Right.
every 20 years
You've got a
there's
plan
a
A
great
and then you got a
meeting.
plan A 8.5.
Yeah. And so they're like they don't really assassinate anyone, but for some reason they're all trained to like for psyops. Like
They're
fucking
good boys.
Black Ops.
They're
good
wayward
boys.
sons.
They're just gonna come and stab me through the brain a couple times if rape dungeons become a thing, and then I'm chilling.
Absolutely.
I do have to figure that part out though, because God, I do not want to
Yeah.
be in an eternal rape dungeon.
No, it's definitely an issue.
You
It's
know,
definitely an
that's
issue.
my only concern with this.
It's a
I
problem.
don't expect to wake up, but if I do, the way things are looking, I put it 50-50. I wake up in a forever rape dungeon.
Dude, and it's what do? You can't kill yourself. You can't.
You get
exhaust-
fucked. That's what you do.
Yeah.
God, sometimes I just think about people watching this.
Imagine if it's an eternal rape dungeon from this guy. Come on, folks.
That would actually be
Folks,
pretty chill.
we are a band that is also a game show that happens to have a podcast, and we have a song coming out. It was going to come out in 3 days, but we decided, you know what? We want to try and give it a good shot, a fair shake with the playlists. So it's coming out 2 weeks from today, taking time, baby.
That's
2
10
fucking
plus
weeks.
4
It's
days.
already, there's no false promises. You can trust, you can believe. Daddy's back for real. We're doing this 2 weeks. It's already in. It's happening.
It's happening.
There's no promises.
You can trust
that
for
are,
real.
You can trust for real.
You can't really trust her.
You can't trust. No, you can't trust. She's
But you
gonna
can
destroy
trust-
us.
you
You
can't
can't
trust
trust
us.
us. You can't trust us.
But you can't trust
And
her.
set brotherwifeband@gmail.com. Brotherwifeband@gmail.com. We will keep you anonymous. If you ever want us to talk about, send us anything you want us to talk about.
Send us a pic of your dog's cyst.
Send us a pic of your dog's cyst. Send us a pic of your sis's dog.
Send us a pic of your dog's dick.
Send us a pic of your dog's dick, but not when it's don't get your dogs aroused. But
Figure out when they're aroused.
if
and
they
snap
are
a pic.
aroused, but if we see it and it's too far out, we're gonna know you did something.
We'll know. Send us a picture of your sister's dog's dick cyst.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Folks, we're out of here. We love
We're
you.
out of here. See you
Thank you so
bright
much.
and bright and evening Friday. We love you, Dylan, Brandon. You guys are literally the fucking best.
Brandon.
Mwah.